The new bridge surface, part of what Caltrans called SAC decked out, was finished in January of 2015. By April of 2016, the roadway was breaking apart.
There's definitely some sort of issue with the road.
Caltrans used this material, QuickBond, a layer of resin, sand, and gravel, which is thinner and supposed to be more cost-effective. But after 2 years, the road was falling apart, and neither Caltrans nor the contractor Myers & Sons nor the manufacturer QuickBond Polymers had an explanation as to what happened.
We don't know why ultimately the product failed. I mean, we had an independent study done.
The work was under warranty, so Caltrans had the contractor fix the bridge last year using a modified version of QuickBond. Both Caltrans and the contractor said they were confident the problem was fixed, but they were wrong. Less than a year after that repair, Melissa Baldwin has a new car and new concerns about the bridge she drives all the time.
It's even more messed up than it was last year. The road is peeling again, and the gravel that comes up is more apparent.
The road actually looks worse than it did last year.
I thought they fixed it, and then I thought they were going to fix it again, or at least do something to mitigate the damage from last year. But it looks absolutely terrible. It's horrible to drive on.
KCRA3 Investigates went back onto the Pioneer Bridge with Melissa just a few days ago. She is even more worried about it today than she was last year.
With all the rain that we've had, is it safe to drive on? You know, if there's splash, the rain that comes up, or any of the debris or anything that comes up while you're driving on it, you know, is that safe? Is it safe for me to actually be driving my children on this freeway?
I don't have any concerns about the safety of the bridge. The integrity of the bridge is fine.
Malcolm Doherty is the man in charge of Caltrans. He says that department used this material because it's cheaper, and in dozens of other places they've had no problems.
So we have used this product successfully, I would say, probably more than 40 times. It is a good, cost-effective approach. It is cheaper than some of the other applications by a third.
But Doherty admits they have no idea what happened on the Pioneer Bridge.
There are some differences in this product today than some of the other versions of this product, and I want to evaluate that. We've had great success with this product in the past. If this newer version of it is not so successful, I want to visit that with the product maker.
Last year, QuickBond CEO Randy Slezak told KCRA3 Investigates he believed oil and chemicals on the bridge deck stopped the polymer from sticking to the bridge. We asked Slezak why the new repair didn't work, and he said all questions need to go through Caltrans. While both QuickBond and the contractor Myers & Sons paid for the repairs last year, the Pioneer Bridge is now out of warranty, which means taxpayers may have to pay upwards of $26 million to resurface the bridge again.
Are they going to come back at you, though, and go, well, you signed a contract and it says the warranty's up?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll go through that iteration.
Doherty says the Pioneer Bridge is the first place they used a modified version of QuickBond, and that could be why the roadway isn't sticking to the bridge. Meanwhile, he plans to resurface the entire bridge.
I want to go in there and grind it down to a smooth surface and go back in with probably another product, probably a polyester concrete or some other rideable surface that we think we have a much higher confidence level that will be successful in this application.
But that's not necessarily good news for drivers like Melissa Baldwin.
Well, the first thing I think of is, okay, I'm going to be inconvenienced again. And yes, I understand that we need to have the safety aspect, but it should have been done correctly the first time.